Hey, Pastor Steve here. It's Monday, April the 6th. I've been hearing this everywhere for a couple days. It's going to be the worst week ever. Yesterday was the highest one-day death toll yet because of the COVID-19 virus. 1,500 people died yesterday in America in one day. We're approaching 10,000 deaths total in America, and everybody from the president on down saying this is going to be the worst week ever. It's hard to find some hope in that, isn't it? God reminded me today, though, that it's not the first time people said this is the worst week ever. Jesus instituted the Lord's Supper with his disciples in the upper room, and he said, "This is my body broken for you. This wine is a new covenant in my blood. That this is happening. It's here. The cross is looming." But they didn't get it. Then he says, come on, we're going to the Garden of Gethsemane on the Mount of Olives to pray. Listen what happens. On the way, Jesus told them, "Tonight, all of you will desert me. For the scriptures say, God will strike the shepherd and the sheep of the flock will be scattered. But after I have been raised from the dead, I will go ahead of you to Galilee and meet you there." And Peter declared, "Even if everyone else deserts you, I will never desert you." And Jesus replied, I tell you the truth, Peter, this very night before the rooster crows, you will deny 3 times that you even know me. "No," Peter insisted, "even if I have to die with you, I will never deny you." And all the other disciples vowed the same thing. So you know what happens. They go to the garden. They can't even stay awake to pray. And Jesus is arrested. And he's taken to trial, and word starts spreading. They're going to crucify him. And the same crowds who were just hours before chanting, "Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord," the same crowd is chanting, "Crucify him, crucify him." And they do. Joseph of Arimathea comes and gets the body, and he takes it to his own personal tomb, and the giant stone seals the tomb. Guards are posted. Darkness, death, supposedly wins. Worst week ever. The disciples are thinking, all of the stuff we thought was true, the kingdom that was coming, that's done now, because they didn't remember what Jesus said. They didn't remember, I'm going to die, but after I come back to life. They forgot it all, and they are scattered like sheep without a shepherd. It's death, darkness. They're hiding. They all vowed, especially Peter, "We'll never deny you." They all denied him. They all vowed, but they all denied him. Worst week ever. But Sunday was coming. They didn't hear it, but it didn't change the truth. They had forgotten it, but it didn't change what was going to happen. It felt like death won. But Sunday was coming. And the worst week ever ended in victorious resurrection and death being conquered. Maybe there are going to be a lot of really bad things happen this week. Maybe By the end of this week, the numbers are going to be staggering. And we're going to realize they're not statistics. They're people with families and lives. And it's going to feel like the worst week ever, and death is winning. But Sunday's coming. And this week, Sunday's coming, and we're going to celebrate the risen Lord, because Jesus is the death conqueror, and death does not win. So in the middle of what could be the worst week ever, no, Sunday's coming, and with it, Easter brings victory. Sunday's coming.